Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported me the last year by watching my videos, commenting, liking, or on my social media. Your support means the world to me and I just wanted to say a huge thank you. This video is going to be my 2019 goals. Now last year I did a 2018 goals. I will also be reflecting upon my 2018 goals at the end of this video and sharing with you basically the ones that I achieved and the ones that I didn't achieve. So stick to the end of the video to see which goals I did achieve for the last year and which ones I didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about my goals for 2019 and I would love to know your goals for 2019 as well. So please comment below with either your main goal or your set of goals that you want to achieve for this year. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Ysis. I'm mum to 2 children and I make videos about mindful parenting, about lifestyle, beauty, and I have just started a journey onto my no-buy year of 2019, which I'll be documented here on this channel as well. So please do subscribe to follow along these journeys that I'm on. I feel like this year is the year of journeys. So yeah, hope you guys stick around and watch some more of my videos. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So, 2019. I want to start by summarizing the year in a few words, and I wanted to share what these words mean to me this year and what I think they will bring to my life. But I feel like there needs to be an overarching meaning for the year, and the meaning of 2019 for me will be endurance. I don't think that's a typical way of defining a year, but you'll understand what I mean. I feel like this year, considering the projects that I have taken on a whole year without unnecessary shopping, it's a huge commitment and I need endurance to make it to the end of it. But I feel like I don't believe that I have it, and that's my biggest problem. I feel like I'm not someone who will stick to things and that I will fall at the first hurdle when the going gets tough. And I've done that all my life. I've always set up barriers whenever I feel like things are going to get hard and I don't believe that I'm able to push through those barriers. And this year is the year of endurance for me. It's the year where I push through that mental barrier that I have about thinking that I can't do it or believe in me when people say that I can't do something. That's my overarching word for 2019. I have a few other words. The other word that will be very defining for me is the word redefine. I want to redefine myself and not in a way that I want to be someone else. I just want to stop thinking about the way that I am in a way that's finished, and I want to feel like I'm still in progress. I'm still a work in progress, and that leaves room for me improving in certain areas or changing ways that I've done things all my life, feeling like I am this evolving creature. And I don't know if I'm making any sense, but to be able to redefine yourself, you have to believe that you're not set in stone, and I want to do that this year. My second word for 2019, which will inform a lot of my behavior and decisions this year, is determination. And I'm a very determined person. I've always been determined and kind of known for my determination, if that makes any sense. Like in my family circle, I've always been known as a very determined person. And I have a young daughter who's taken that trait from me and is very determined herself. But I feel like because of that endurance barrier that I have, my determination only goes so far. And this year I want to push through it, and it will be my determination that will get me through the barriers. My third word for 2019 is drive, and that has a double meaning. The first meaning obviously being to actually physically get into a car and drive, because I can, and I passed my driving test at the end of last year. That was a goal for 2018 and I managed to do it, which I am so happy about. And I want to drive anywhere and everywhere. But I also want to look at that word in the other side of the meaning, into being driven, have enough drive to take my life places and to make decisions that are not necessarily easy or that aren't the safe choice. And the last word, which is actually 2 words, is drastic changes. And I've already started one by introducing my no-buy year. That's a really drastic change. But certain areas of my life need drastic changes. I need to have determination. I need to have drive to do them. I need to have endurance. And by doing that, I will redefine myself. So I think that's a good way to link all of these keywords for my life this year. And I wanted to share these with you before I get into the specific goals, because I feel like everything else after that will make sense if you're trying to understand why I've set these as goals. So my first actual goal for 2019 is to stop living in the worst case scenario. And I am not usually a person who lives in the worst case scenario. I've always been sort of, look on the bright side of life, see all the positives of things. But I feel like my husband and I have kind of become the same person in that way. He's always been like the really careful one, and I've always been the one that's been a bit less careful and a bit more, just like dreamer and positive, and he's always kind of brought me down to earth. So we kind of leveled each other out. But I think I've become a bit more like him, and we're kind of just going up and up and up, and there's no leveling. So I kind of want to go back to how I was, a little bit more carefree and positive, and within the constraints of having a family and being a responsible adult. I want to not think that the worst could happen at any moment. My second goal for 2019 is to rest. And this is not something I know how to do. I thought I did when I didn't have kids, and even then I don't think I knew how to rest, because to properly rest you have to relax not just your body but your mind as well, and that is the part that I struggle with. I cannot relax my brain. There's always something going on. There's always a worry or just information, something whizzing in my brain, and I want to relax. I want to rest my mind, to rest my body, and to focus on knowing how to do that and learning how to do that, which will require practice, but I'm determined to do that. My next goal for 2019 is to be more affectionate. And that might be a little bit strange, because I don't know if I come across as someone who's not affectionate, but I'm not actually much of a PDA person, or even if it's not public, I don't know, I'm quite reserved. I like my space, personal space is a big thing for me. And although I am really affectionate with my children, I struggle to be affectionate with other people. I want to be more affectionate because it's nice, and yeah, it's just something nice I want to try this year, being affectionate, and hopefully I'll enjoy it and not feel just too weirded out. I'm not going to be affectionate with strangers, but I'll try and be more affectionate with, my family members, and hopefully people won't think, what is going on with her? And all these hugs and kisses. Another goal for 2019 is to be okay with noise and a loud house. Again, a strange one. I think I've made a list of very strange goals, but these are actual things that I want to do. I'm someone who struggles with noise and chaos, and I'm trying to understand where that comes from. I feel myself just, tense up when there's a lot of noise, a lot of shouting, and having 2 toddlers in a house, you are going to inevitably get noise, and I want to be able to be okay with that. I don't want to be stressing over noise. I don't want to be, that's a really easy way to cut down, like I'd say 50% of the stress that I feel every day is just to be okay with the noise and to filter the noise. I think that's what I need to do. Also, let me know if any other mums watching this video find it difficult to tune off, like to turn off the sound of the voice of your children. I physically cannot do that. I have tried to do that so many times, when the kids are just going on and on and on, and they're doing that at the same time, the 2 of them, or if you have more than 2. I cannot switch off. I listen to everything that they say. I hear every word that they're both saying, and that drives me insane. And I want to learn how to do that. I don't know if it's a mum thing or if it's just a me thing. My next goal is to run 10K. Last year I managed to run 6K from no running at all to doing a 6K run, which I'm really proud of myself for. And I'm hoping that this year I can make the jump from 6K to 10K. And I want to get back into running. And when the weather got cold and wet and windy in the UK, I kind of, gave up the running and just lost all motivation. I want to get back at it and I want to do a 10K run this year. My next goal for 2019 is to get into a laundry routine, and this is so mundane, but I feel like I'm drowning at the moment in laundry. There's always a huge pile of something, either of clothes to wash or to dry or to fold or to iron or to put away. There's always a pile somewhere in the house that needs to be tackled, and I never seem to be able to get on top of it. When I get down to the bottom of the stuff that's dirty, I have another pile of the stuff that's clean, and then when I start to tackle that, there's another pile of dirty. So I just want to get into a good laundry routine that it feels manageable. If you have any tips, let me know. And my last goal for 2019 is to not be afraid to take on big projects. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do, and especially career-wise and job-wise, there's so many things that I want to achieve, so many things I want to do, and I'm just afraid to start these projects. I have a tendency to feel like these ideas are not good enough, that people will laugh at me, or that they will say, you're just not worth it enough. But I think that's just a fear in me, and I'm afraid of what people will think of these ideas. But I want to be able to just start this year. I'm not saying that I'm gonna finish any. It would be nice if I could actually have, one of my projects and get it to life. But I want to just make a start on it and just feel confident that I can do it. So these are all my goals for 2019, and I hope I can achieve most of them. I will go back to them in 2020 and see what I have managed to achieve. And now I'm going to tell you which goals I actually achieved from 2018. I've made a note here on my phone of like the most important ones, because I had quite a lot of simple goals on my 2018 goals video, but I made a note of the ones that I had to tell you which ones I've achieved. So my first goal of 2018 was to get my driving license, and tick, yes, I've done that. I made sure I did it before the end of the year. I actually had, I failed my test, and then I had a date for the 11th of January, and I kept checking back to get a date in December because I wanted to pass my driving test so that I could tick that goal off my list, and I managed to get one. So that's done. The second goal was to get regular date nights, and that hasn't quite happened so much. Matthew and I have probably been on more date nights than previous years, but it's not regular at all. We can go like 2 or 3 months without having a date night. So yeah, that one didn't come to life. Next goal was to go on more family days out, and I feel like instead of family days out, we've had a lot more holidays as a family, which has been amazing to be able to do that. So yeah, I say tick that. Next goal was to focus more on myself, and definitely a tick that. I've focused on me. I've worked hard on knowing who I am and what I like and what I want, which is why I haven't put this as a goal for 2019, because I feel like that's just a continuation of last year me. And yeah. Next goal was to get my eyes checked, and I did do that. I actually got new glasses 3 months ago, so that was good because I did that. Next one was to get life insurance, which we haven't done yet. And that's a big sort of, oh, I'm so disappointed that we didn't do that one. So that will have to go back on my 2019 goals list. And another one was to get rid of stuff. Again, I feel like we've accumulated a lot more stuff. So I haven't achieved that one at all. And I think that's the no-buy year for 2019 will help me with that one. My next goal was to throw something away before buying something new again. Failed massively on that one. To smile more. I've definitely smiled more this year, and I know I've made a conscious effort because I remembered that that was one of my goals. The other one was to have a better work-life balance, and I feel like I have definitely achieved that as well. And not to say that every day I have a good work-life balance. Sometimes I feel like I'm struggling with finding time to work, other times I feel like no time for the kids. But in general, I have a good system in place. I have a time where I switch off. I have a time when I'm not working. I have times when I take to be with my kids, times where I take to be in work, and that's good. I feel like I've achieved that. And I feel like there were more goals on that list, but they were just like generic goals. So I just wanted to go back onto these main goals and give you a little overview of what I've actually achieved. And I feel like it was, you know, it was a good balance. Hopefully next year I'll have even better progress. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share your goals for 2019 below. Just in case you guys are interested in my no buy year, I'll leave a link below to the video where I explain the challenge, and I've also created an Instagram account for my no buy year specifically. I didn't want people following my main Instagram account to get annoyed that I was posting loads on there. So my new Instagram account is called My No Buy, and I will update it almost daily with things related to my no buy year. So please go and follow it if you want to follow my journey. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and I hope you all have a fantastic 2019. I'll see you very soon. Bye.